We're all looking for a bargain, and in the world of internet calling, Skype has been the daddy of free calls for some time. But there are some new kids on the block, and some don't require special software or a PC. Some of the innovators include Babbel, VoIP, Project Gizmo and Jajah.com, which claims to offer a fresh take on free global calling. Jajah allows you to become your own telephone operator. You can connect two phones via its website. As long as you can access the net, just tap in the number you wish to call from and the one you want to reach, and wait for your phone to ring. So the net is used for the majority of the call's journey and then transfers to parts of the fixed local telephone network.
What we give away for free is the last mile, okay? We're not giving away a connection from the UK to New York. We give away the connection from the termination server in New York to the person in New York. These local calls are already very cheap, and they are gradually becoming cheaper. Basically, you could say over the coming years, the price for these local calls goes to zero anyhow. We just make it real today.
Now, as I said, Jajah claims to offer free global calling, even to mobiles in some countries. So how does it make money? What's the catch?
Jajah offers free global calling without a catch. I think that's unique.
No catch at all?
No catch, really.
If the calls are from one internet person to another person on the internet, they're free because it doesn't use the normal telephone. If the calls are to a normal phone number and they're being marketed as free, that's because it's a promotional activity, because those companies want to acquire customers, they want to sell other services like voicemail, ringtones, other features.
As with many other free calling services, calls through Jajah to people who have not registered with the service are not free. And free calling doesn't mean unlimited calling. For example, Jajah and Babbel's fair use policy allows for around half an hour free calls a day. And some of these services require you to be an active user, meaning you need to make calls at least a few times each month. Of course, if you pay to access the web, then you could argue that the calls are not free at all, as you have to pay for the connection to place them. Now, what about the other bit of that claim, free global calling? Just how global is global?
It's free global calling because when you list the countries that are included in the program, it gives quite a global feeling.
But when you consider the 132 territories not included for free calling, that idea of global starts to look a bit narrow. There's no free calling to countries in Africa, or most countries in South America, or most countries in Asia. The term free global calling may have a nice ring to it, but it's still a long way off. And so, apparently, is the widespread use of these services. Despite all the hype around internet telephony, research by IDC in America last year suggests only 1 in 10 households with broadband use it to make calls over the net. Jajah hopes to increase take-up by making net calling feel more natural, using phones rather than computers. Of course, these undercutters don't have things all their own way. They are themselves getting squeezed as the big telcos and other telecoms providers start to slash call prices worldwide. It means they have to keep innovating.